To Kapaun Mt, the Coach Heritage and Denver Athletic Complex. KMC is pleased to be the host for tonight's varsity basketball game, featuring the City Wichita Redskins against the Cleveland Crusaders. Cape Administration Head Coach Billy Pratt, his assistant coaches, and all of our student athletes, I'd like to thank you for attending tonight's contest and for supporting high school athletics. I'd like to give out a special shout out to all alumni of KMC here tonight and to all fans of both schools. At this time, we request that you please stand and remove your hats as we together give reverence and honor to God and country with our opening prayer and national anthem. To lead us in our prayer, Cape School Chaplain Father Curtis Hacker.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Almighty God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we thank you for this day. We thank you for each of these young athletes that you brought here tonight. We ask you to bless them, keep them safe from injury and harm, allow them to play with the true spirit of sportsmanship, and draw each of them closer to you. We ask all of this as we pray in the words that you yourself have taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Our Lady of Mount Carmel, pray for us. Saint Joseph, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. To sing the national anthem tonight, we have Kapaun Mt Senior Jack Armstrong.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, save us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good job, Jack. It is now time to introduce tonight's starting.
Hello and welcome to Cape Mount Carmel, home of your Lady Crusaders, and we're going to start off here with the starting lineups for both teams. And starting off for North High is Cavett, Amnike Cavett. And then for Cape Mount Carmel, number 5, Sophia Germino, the junior guard, going to be starting off.
Number 5, Taisia Gordon.
And for Capen, next up will be the sophomore forward, number 12, Lizzie Romer.
And for North, we've got number 12, Katie Blessman.
Next up for KMC is number 15, senior guard, Emma Bezdek.
And for North High, we've got number 32, Rhiannon Sinclair.
And next up for Cape Mount Carmel, first time starting here at home, is number 1, Myra Nichols, the sophomore guard.
And finally for North High, we've got number 33, Lupe Urbina.
And rounding out the lineup for Cape Mount Carmel will be number 32, senior center, Kate Toma. we're going to see Myron Nichols starting for the first time here this season. Something, or maybe not this season, but here at home for the first time. She started a little bit in the tournament, I believe. But typically we see Tilly Jones, number 2, the sophomore guard, in that position starting off. But we'll see what Myron Nichols can do in her first starting night.
I'm really excited to see what she can pull off.
And, of course, the girls coming into this matchup 5-8, not exactly where we want to be, but you got to think about what's ahead of you rather than what's behind you. And if they want to get a good seeding in the playoffs that are just around the corner, tonight is a must-win scenario.
Very wise words from Gabriel Breitenbach tonight.
Of course, we're going to start off here with the tip-off. And it looks like Wizard Romer going to be tipping off for Kapaun Mt. Carmel. And then for North High, it will be number 32, Rihanna St. Clair. And it looks like St. Clair's going to win the tip-off for North. And we'll see the North High girls start off with the basketball. And then now
puts up a shot.
That'll be a
It is
missed
not good.
three-pointer from Katie Blessman. And Myra Nichols inbound. And something we see with the Lady Crusaders a lot is that they start off shooting from the outside rather than scoring from the inside and then pushing it out on offense. And so something I'd like them to see, or like to see from them, is driving the basket as much as possible. And I think that's really where the game plan is going to end up. But ultimately, if you have a shot, you got to take it.
True.
So
I think they're still keeping it around the edges, though.
Now Emma Bezdek's going to try to look for three. That'll be no good. And now Myra Nichols gets the rebound and gives the Lady Crusaders another chance. Now Kate Tilma from 3. That is good.
That is good.
That'll be good from the corner. And something that, Tilma had to get used to again. Of course, she joined the team mid-season. And, when she was at Classical last year, not last year, 2 years before her senior year, she was a shooter. I mean, she was really the core of that team. That's shooter's touch is something you kind of have to get acclimated to once again, as she has. I mean, coming into the later stages of the season, she's been doing a great job of, spacing the floor, and then when she's given space, taking the shot. And she starts off this game with a made three-pointer.
And while Gabe was going on there, we had a foul on Myra Nichols. And Kate Tilma takes it down the court and pushing up for a layup, and it's good.
Breakaway layup is good. That gives her second basket of the night, and she is 2 for 2.
And it looks like Blessman is taking the lead.
And now Blessman guarded by Bezdek, and Blessman dumps it off there.
Pass to Gordon, and Gordon back out. Top of the key, shot, no good. And Kate Tilma. Sophia Jamino's taking it down the court. Pass to Romer in the corner.
And now rebound goes to Cavett. Now Cavett pushing up the 4. And Cavett will lose it. That'll be out of bounds. It looks like North's going to retain possession. And now it looks like Cavett's going to head off the 4 now in favor of Tyron St. Clair. And we're going to see both St. Clair sisters on the floor for the first time here tonight.
Myra Nichols is putting the pressure.
And now Gordon backs it back out, puts it into the paint there. And that is inside Urbina. And Urbina going to get that one to go.
That one was good.
And something with Kate Tilma, she's going to have to be a pretty strong physical presence there, as Urbina is going to be the main scoring threat for North High. And now here's the Kapaun Mt. Carmel Crusaders on offense. Bezdek quick pass to Sophia Jamino in the corner, and now Jamino guarded by Urbina. Jamino swings it back out to Nichols. Nichols gets it back to Bezdek. Bezdek from 3. That is no good. Good, rebounded by Romer. Sorry, I needed to clear my throat there. And now heading into the way is...
He's got a bit of commentating cough. We have a shoe off.
There is a shoe on the court. And now Romer on the other way will not be fouled. Will be blocked by Urbina and now out of bounds. And if you are wondering, that is Katie Blessman's shoe on the ground, struggling to get it back on.
Taking a little bit of a slower approach to get the shoe back on.
And it looks like she's going to head to the bench.
Head to the bench to get the shoe back on.
We hope to see her soon. I mean, that's a scary thing, have a shoe fall off.
I was not expecting that, to be honest.
And now Urbina going to bring it up. Something you don't typically see, as she is a center. Maybe he's trying to slow it down a little bit here, trying to set up the offense. And now here comes North High. Back up to Urbina. And Urbina can be called for a double dribble. KMC will have possession once again, up by 3, looking to expand their lead on this possession. Now Jamino setting up the offense. Swing pass to Roman in the corner. Now swings back around to Bezdek. Bezdek 0 for 2 from 3.
Back to the top with Jamino.
Decides to pass it off. Now Jamino splits 2 defenders and gets it to Roman. Roman from the mid-range. That is no good. Rebounded by Toma. Now Toma gets it to Nicholas. Back to Jamino at the top of the key. Now Nicholas back to Toma. Toma. Cross-court pass to Romer. Romer drives and will be stripped. Now heading it away is Gordon. Gordon drives and will be blocked by
she's
Sophia
blocked
Jamino.
by Jamino. That was a stuff.
That was a nice come from behind block by the guard. Even though Jamino maybe doesn't have the height of some players, she's still capable, coming from behind and getting those blocks.
She timed that just right.
And as we talk here, it looks like Maddie Spears will head into the game in favor of Kate Toma. As North High trying to get something going on offense.
Putting some pressure onto North High's offense. And Jamino picks it up.
Yeah, another steal for Cape Mount Carmel. Now Jamino.
She's taking it and going.
Nice little dump off to Romer.
Beautiful.
And that's something that's really unmatched is Sophia Jamino's, court vision, able to pass the ball pretty much wherever she wants in almost an instant. And now a 3-pointer there.
And she has a good sense of aggression as well without being too eager and getting a foul. She puts in just the right amount of aggression, I guess you could say.
I think you could say that. So.
You could say that, almost. Just maybe, slightly.
And it looks like Myra Nichols is going to be called for her second personal foul, team foul number 2. And that sends Rihanna St. Clair to the line for 2 shots. Misses her first as Tilly Jones checks in favor of Myra Nichols. And Myra Nichols is going to have to head off as she is in a little bit of foul trouble with 2 in the first quarter. And now a second free throw is missed as St. Clair will leave the line 0 for 2 as Maddie Spears gets the rebound and pushes it up the court. And now Sophia Jamino finds Emma Bezdek, and now Bezdek to Tilly Jones in the corner. And as we previously mentioned, Jones is typically on the starting lineup, but she's coming off the bench here at 9, so she's really trying to prove to Coach Graff and the rest of the coaching staff that she can handle those big minutes.
Yeah. Romer, nasty triple going for a layup.
It looks like Romer's going to be okay.
Yeah, she's all right. Keep it pushing.
Always something scary. You never want to see one of your star players trip up like that.
Yeah, especially when you see like the videos of people tearing like their ACL. It doesn't even look like they did anything.
It's bad mojo, Sam.
No, I know. No, that's not going to happen. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying it never looks like anything when it happens.
And now Bezdek
turn the back around.
Will get the ball back. Almost over her back there, but it looks like the referee's going to call it. She did not have full possession. And now Xerxes with another chance to put something up by 5. And Jamino tries to set up the offense. Swing pass to Romer in the corner, and Romer for 3. That is no good.
Almost good.
Bounces around a few times, but it looks like Jamino's going to get the rebound, and Jamino puts up a shot. Foul's going to be called, but that's going to stay on the floor. That'll be called on Gordon, her first personal. It looks like Kate Toma's going to be checking back into the game for Emma Bezdek. And now Jones has it, kicks it to Maddie Spears. Spears to Kate Toma. Kate Toma for 3 again. That is good.
Good shot. There you go.
Toma on fire. As Kate Toma now 2 for 2 from 3. And then, of course,
Toma with 8 out of the 10 points for Kapaun tonight.
She's doing pretty well. We talked about, when she was at Classical, she really was the core of that team. And now coming to Kapaun and joining the team mid-season, she has done a great job, acclimating to the Cape Mount Carmel lineup and system. And now Jamino gets the rebound after the Cavett missed layup.
And she brings it into Romer, who puts it up for a layup.
Yeah, another assist for Sophia Jamino, her second.
Just weaving past the North defense there.
And, even though Jamino hasn't put up any points yet, you have to admit that she's been an absolutely great facilitator.
Absolutely.
Can be honest, I don't think those 10 points, or 12 points, will be up on the board without her help.
Oh, and then I think Jamino tapped that one just as it was going out.
So that will be North possession. Now going the other way, this is going to be North High. Adriana St. Clair gets to her sister. And now some tossing around. That's going to get to Gordon. Now back to Cabot. Cabot looking to reset the offense a little bit here. And a screen from Rubino lets Cabot get some space. Now Cabot drives, kicks it out to Tyron St. Clair. Tyron St. Clair put up a shot. That'll be no good. Foul will be called. And that will be on the floor. So it looks like North High will have another chance under their own basket. And now Cabot gets it all the way back to the logo with Tyron St. Clair. Now Cabot, guarded by Tilly Jones, will drive. And now kick it back out. She'll swing past that to Gordon. And now Gordon's getting called for a travel.
There you go.
Lost her footing a little bit there, tried to recover, and
Yeah.
then that's just a little too much. As Lizzie Romer will now check out. And Jamino will bring it up for Kapaun Mt. Carmel. And now Spears gets it to Tilly Jones. Now Tilly Jones kicks it to Bezdek. Now Bezdek back out to Sophia Jamino.
Jamino with the three.
And Jamino on fire as well, as that is her first shot and first make. And, can't ask for too much more from Sophia Jamino, as she has done a great job. 3 points and, of course, 2 rebounds and 3 assists.
Mm-hmm.
She's off to a great start, and you can't talk about having a great start without talking about Kate Tillman. Of course, 8 points already on 3-of-3 shooting.
And as we're winding down to the end of the first quarter here, I believe there's 45 seconds left, and it's going to look like Kapaun is at 15, North at 2. It's a good head start for Kapaun, a really good head start.
Good place to be.
We've got a good
place to be. If I'm
we got a good
honest.
path ahead of us, so it's going good for Kapaun so far, I think.
Sam, if you were playing basketball, would you think that would be a good place?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, great
league.
place to be. Great place to be. It's kind of like sitting on a beach in like the Bahamas.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like almost paradise, up
with
by
like
13.
a cool fruit juice in your hand or something.
Now let me propose you with this. You're up by 20. What are you feeling like
Oh.
then?
Up by 20 points?
What's that like?
I'm thinking like, I don't even know. I kind of set myself pretty high up there.
I was gonna say you didn't leave much room for improvement.
Up 20 points. I think that really boils down to your dream vacation, to be honest. That's like ideal.
Like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, here comes Kapaun with the press, and that turns into a turnover as Sophia Jamino gets another steal here tonight. That'll be her third. And now the Crusaders, with 30 seconds left in the first quarter, will have potentially 2 shots left, but really just looking to get 1 good possession out of the remaining seconds of the first quarter. And now Bezdek keeping it triple teamed almost. He'll be in trouble. Tips it back out.
3-point. Yeah, and it's good.
Great job there by Sophia Jamino. Now 2 of 2 from 3.
Another corner 3 for her.
I credit Bezdek with her second assist. And now, with 5 seconds left, North gets it back up to Tyron St. Clair. And now Tyron St. Clair inside the Gordon.
And travel is actually called with 1.6 seconds left.
And that'll be Gordon's second travel of the night. So yet another thing North is going to have to work on if they are, trying to get back to this game.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jamino going to have 1.6 seconds to make something happen. Puts up a
She
shot.
puts up a shot.
That'll be no
Not
good.
good.
That's her first missed shot of the night, and that will send Kapaun Mt. Carmel into the first quarter break up by 15. So not quite to that 20-point mark yet.
Yeah, but we're getting there. That'll give me some time to
16,
think about the
16.
the ideal place,
So yeah, up by 16, pardon me.
Yeah, that'll give me some good time to kind of envision the scenario.
Envision the scenario, you're up by 20.
Up by 20. I don't know. Maybe we should brainstorm that.
Brainstorm that a
We've
little
got
bit?
a little bit of time.
A little bit of time? I mean, if I'm up by 20, I'm thinking almost, feet in the sand, you got,
it's not too hot outside,
got
but it's
nice,
nice and
like,
sunny.
like the coconut?
Yeah, you got the little drink
yeah,
in the
coconut drink.
Yeah, with like some nice sunglasses on.
Yeah, I would have some root beer in that.
You would have root beer and a coconut.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do that. I've never had the chance, but
I'm not even going to ask any questions, actually.
That's my favorite drink.
I think I would be horrified if I asked why you would want root beer in a coconut, but...
Why? It's just a root beer.
Regardless of the drink, you have to have the little the umbrella.
Oh, the little umbrella?
Yeah, and like a fun straw. I don't know.
Now, Sam, have you ever climbed a coconut tree to get a coconut?
No, but in Florida, I drank the
water
out of a coconut before with a straw. This nice man stabbed into it.
Nice. Did you use the
It actually didn't taste that good. It
doesn't taste
It kind of tasted bad. It was funny though because I was drinking out of a coconut.
I bet you wish that was root beer instead.
No, it'd probably be worse because like the stuff in the coconut would probably make the root beer taste weird.
You're entitled to your own opinion, Sam.
Says the guy who wants root beer and a coconut.
Okay, well, getting back to basketball, looks like Kapaun Mt going to start off with the first possession of the second quarter, and Kate Toma looking to get something inside. And Toma will drive, dump it off to Romer. Now Romer back out to Jamino. Jamino drives, and the layup going to be no good. Rebound goes to Bezdek. Bezdek back out to Romer. Romer for three. That is no good as well. This one's going to be rebounded by Cavett. Now Cavett back to Gordon, and it looks like North High will have their first possession of the second quarter. Now looks like Westman is going to get inside to Rihanna St. Clair. Rihanna St. Clair puts up a shot. That'll be airballed and rebounded by Tilly Jones.
Getting a little bit of pressure. She takes it up the court. Pass to Romer.
Now Romer inside to Bezdek. Bezdek puts up a shot. That'll be good.
It's good.
Through some contact, Bezdek is able to get that one to go.
Gabe, we're getting ever so closer. Just one more bucket.
One more bucket to the 20-point mark, and you're almost in paradise at that point.
Yeah, you are almost in the ideal vacation with your coconut drink that's definitely not root beer.
Oh, and Kate Toma can't be happy about that call, but you win some, you lose some, as that will go down as a foul. That'll be Kate Toma's first personal, team foul number 4. Again, not much more that Coach Graff can be asking of from his girls.
They're doing a good job.
Up by now 17, and of course I've kept the fouling down, as that's not. And now Romer going to get it back up to the court. And now Bezdek.
Bezdek passes to Romer. Romer's at the three-point looking for a pass. Jamina takes it. She's going to be looking for a place to go. Decides to drive in, then pass out to Tilma. Tilma at the top of the key. Passes to Tilly Jones. And she's going to pass to Romer, who's inside. She's going to put up a shot, and it's good. Love to see it.
Now here comes Cavett. Cavett down the floor will be fouled. That'll be Sophia Jamino's first personal. Team foul number 5. And now looks like Kapaun. We talked about how they weren't in too much foul trouble, but that being said, you really don't want to get to that 7 foul mark, as even though you are up by a significant margin, you don't want to allow North any opportunities to get back into this game.
Very true, very true.
And a bonus is not a good way to secure a lead.
Cavett's taking it around and then driving in for a layup.
And yet another basket by Cavett. I guess that's not. It's her first field goal. She made a free throw earlier.
That's a foul, and
that'll be Kate Toma's second.
on the line.
Oh no, that'll be not Kate Toma. Sorry, that'll be Rihanna St. Clair. Got my 32s mixed up.
Little switch of the words there.
My 32s mixed up. That was sending Kate Toma to the line.
There are 2 32s on the court. I just noticed that.
And they're both centers. Or not centers. No, yeah, they are centers.
Awfully confusing of this basketball game.
I can't believe they would do that to me.
Just vile.
And now Toma puts up a shot. That'll be no good. Rebound goes to Rihanna St. Clair. And then going to be tipped out of bounds by Tilly Jones. And it looks like North High will have a chance to set up the press break, as Kapaun Mt going to resume the press. We saw this work for them earlier, and it resulted in a Sophia Jamino steal. And we'll see what happens now as Sophia Fury comes on for Kate Toma. And it looks like North does a good job, slowing it down a little bit, passing first before dribbling. And they got across the half-court line just fine. Now they have a chance to set up the offense and potentially put some points up on the board. As now Cavett drives, puts a shot, and that will be no good. Rebounded by Lizzie Romer. And now goes up the court with Tilly Jones. Now Tilly Jones pulls back and then dumps it inside to Jamino. Jamino with the and one layup, and now send her to the line. And that will give Kapaun an opportunity to go up by 20. be Taryn St. Clair's first personal.
All Jamino's got to do is get that one shot, and then we're in paradise.
Almost a dream if you're a basketball coach, or a basketball player, for that matter.
The dream has been realized.
And Jamino.
Up by 20.
Jamino makes it. I mean,
Sophia Jamino is popping off this game.
She's doing a good job.
Already with 9 points under her belt.
Now up the court, now go all the way up.
Ooh, almost
to
snagged it.
line. And Cavett, oh, nice little move there, and that gives her an open lane to the basket, and she converts on the way up. And now Jamino swung it down a little bit here with just over 5 minutes left to go in the first half. As now Maddie Spears gets it inside Sophia Fury, and Fury not going to be able to get it.
She puts it up, rebounds, puts it up. Jamino's got it.
And now Jamino puts one up. That'll be good.
And it's good. Third time's a charm.
Jamino gets it back up to that 20-point mark. And Jamino also with 8 points on the night, as well as 4 rebounds. So, if you're one of those people sitting at home looking out for, a double-double, Jamino she's on pace. She's on pace. And, of course, Sophia Jamino also coming off a fabulous weekend last time out. Of course, the girls competed in the El Dorado tournament last weekend, and Sophia Jamino was named the most valuable player. So,
ooh, I did not know about that.
Yeah, she's a big deal.
Oh, well, yeah.
She's a big deal.
I do recall at one point, I believe freshman year, I did bet her free food if she could pull 30 in a game, and she got 29.
Wow.
I barely dodged that one. I was pretty confident she couldn't pull 30, but she literally almost did.
She was very close.
She was really close.
Very, very close.
I'm pretty sure she had a few missed free throws, too, so she could have gotten it. I was kind of petrified.
And Cavett's going to run into a brick wall in the form of Lizzie Romer, as that will be another turnover for North. Now Jamino drives.
She puts it up, and it's good.
Now Jamino with 10 on the evening.
And she gets that, too.
Yeah, another steal for Sophia Jamino. And she is just all over the court this game. Now she looks to reset her offense a little bit here, and she dumps it off to Romer. Now Romer inside to Tilly Jones. Now Jones back out to Maddie Spears. Maddie Spears from 3. That is good.
That is a good 3. There we go.
That was a great play there by the Crusaders. And if they want to, compete on, a high level in the playoffs, that's
they
the
are
kind
keeping
of stuff
the
they're going to have to
pressure
do.
on North's offense.
And then
Maddie
great
Spears
defense.
picks it up, turns it right back around.
And now Maddie Spears is going to be blocked, but the foul's going to be called.
Yep.
But what I was saying is that, that kind of offense is something that they've struggled with earlier in the season. There's that. What they did right there, if they can replicate that every possession, they're in contention for a state title.
Yeah, that's a dirty combination.
Maddie Spears able to convert on the first free throw. Looks like Rizzy Romer and Sophia Jamino going to check out of the game as Emma Bezdek and Kate Toma check back in. And Maddie Spears is going to miss the second attempt. And Capen's going to keep possession, as it looks like Urbina might have stepped out there. As Myra Nichols checks back in favor of Tilly Jones. Now Bezdek gets it back over to Myra Nichols for a turnover, and it looks like foul going to be called on Myra Nichols. That'll be Myra Nichols' third personal and team foul number 6. So we talked about, you don't want to pass that 7 foul threshold, and you're really in danger of that now with 6 team fouls. So it looks like Myra Nichols will once again come off the court in favor of Lizzie Romer.
Cabot bring it up for North High. Romer on defense. Lagging a little behind. Cabot puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Maddie Spears.
And now Maddie Spears is going to be pushing up the floor. Finds Emma Bezdek. Emma Bezdek on the breakaway layup. That's going to be good.
And she gets it. Nice. They're doing a great job of getting it off the break and then just getting it down to the basket. Whether it be driving and weaving past their defense or just shooting a long pass.
And a block by Maddie Spears ends up in the hands of Lizzie Romer. Now Romer pushing up the floor will be stripped by Cabot. Now Cabot pushing up the floor herself.
Sophia.
One-on-one situation as Bezdek guards her.
Bezdek, my bad.
And it looks like foul's going to be called as Lizzie Romer will pick up her second personal. Team foul number 7 that puts North in the bonus. And Cabot unable to convert on the first one. As Tilly Jones heads out of the floor now in favor. Or no, Tilly Jones comes onto the floor in favor of Lizzie Romer. And Cabot able to convert on the second one. That puts Crusaders up by 26.
Great place to be.
Absolutely phenomenal place to be.
Outstanding, you might say.
I mean, near perfect, I would say.
Exemplary.
Just
Exquisite.
absolutely outstanding performance here by the Lady Crusaders.
Sensational.
Absolute.
It's one of my favorite words, actually.
Absolute, just dominance in tonight's tilt. I learned that word.
Tilt.
It's a battle.
Okay. Maybe like dispute.
More like a battle.
The battle.
We're watching war out here, Sam.
War. Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like that's mostly reserved for our brothers in Christ. Bishop Carroll.
Oh, you mean the Holy War? That's the Holy War. This
is just a regular war.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
And then Emma Bezek's going to come off the floor.
A massive pass from Cabot.
As Ellie Stewart has entered the game.
And Blessman gets it stripped from her.
But it's going to be called for a foul.
Yeah.
I mean, Maddie Spears' first personal. Team foul number 8, so that will send Blessman to the line.
Was not expecting that absolute hand cannon pass down the court from Cabot.
Hey, I mean, you got to
You got to do what you got to do.
You got to start pulling some tricks out of your sleeve when you're down by this much. And that's not a dig on North, but you gotta go to every resort possible.
Blessman putting up her second one, and that one's
good. That shrinks it down to 15. And now Toby Jones double team. Timeout will be called as Graff was a little nervous there. Didn't want to, allow an easy bucket for North off of a turnover. So it looks like he's going to take a moment. This will be his first charge timeout. He should have 4 remaining. There it is. Just the scoreboard update. So he'll have 4 remaining.
Yeah.
And just an opportunity to regroup with his girls. I don't think there's going to be much negative talk there in the huddle. But hopefully the girls can, keep their performance up. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I don't know about Sam, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
I think I'm liking what I'm hearing, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this music is banging right now.
I don't know if they can hear that, Sam. It might be a little too quiet.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over just the amount of swag coming from our band right now. Just leaking.
And this is why this will be the last time you guys hear from Sam Robinson.
Yeah, it seems I've disgraced the art of commentating. We'll see what the fans say, Gabe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Kate Toma
with the layup.
Gets in there.
I think my approval rating's pretty high.
Really?
I would guess. I don't know.
That gives Kate Toma 10 on the evening. And now Cabot looking to make something happen on offense, down by 17. Drives. Kicks it back up to the top. That's Taya Sanders. And now inside to Urbina. And jump ball is going to be called. It looks like North will retain possession. And now Blessman to inbound. As Urbina going to get the ball at the top of the key. Hands it off to Cabot. And Cabot leading her team in scoring with 6 tonight.
Tilly Jones is playing some hard defense on Cabot.
Nice give and go. Gives Cabot an open shot. And Cabot unable to convert on the layup. Rebound goes to Blessman. Blessman from the mid-range. That is no good as well. Rebound goes to Sophia Jamino. Now Jamino racing up the floor. Absolutely turning the wheels
Stops. Takes a shot, and it's good.
Oh, my gosh. Jamino just
quite the juke.
Taking over. It's just one of those nights, That,
just one of those nights.
She's feeling it, and she's executing it.
She's feeling it.
You just have those nights, you're feeling You're feeling a little extra bouncy, a little extra, you know, I don't know, groovy, athletic. You know, you feel like you can do anything. You know.
Tilly Jones picks up the rebound from Blessman's shot.
An air ball, and now Sophia Jamino once again looking to make something happen on offense.
We'll stutter step, trying to throw people off.
Back to Jamino. Jamino trying to coordinate something on offense. Kicks it to Kate Toma. Now Toma trying to get something going. Seems to be a little bit of miscommunication. Miscommunication underneath the basket. But see what Exeter can do. Hopefully they can get a basket out of possession. This might be the last time we see him in this first half.
Jones back to Ellie Stewart.
Ellie Stewart kicks back out to Jones. Now Kate Toma inside to Sophia Jamino. Jamino puts up a shot. That will be good. Good job by Sophia Jamino, as she now has 14 saves in the first half.
Setting herself up for a 30 bomb, potentially. Good thing I didn't bet on this game.
And now Cabot will be heading to the line. That'll be Maddie Spears' second personal foul. Team foul number 9 for Kapaun Mt. Carmel. I will say in the second half, Capen's going to try to or potentially try to get this foul trouble out in control, not out of control. It is out of control. It's trying to get it back. It back in control. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Don't worry.
It's little much right now. So you don't want to.
Stewart gets the rebound to Sophia Jamino. We got 3 seconds left.
And
Jamino make something happen. Puts up a shot. Not good.
And
just short.
That'll be no good. Rebound goes to Maddie Spears. So that will end the first half. But as I was saying, you don't want to get that foul trouble in control, as opposed to out of control.
Yeah. And so that's going to wrap up the first half over here at Kapaun versus North. Kapaun 40, North 10. 10-minute halftime break.
Well, no, actually, it's going to be about 15, 20 minutes. 15. We're going to see the Palmies perform.
Of course.
So join us back in about 15, 20 minutes for the second half.
Of course.
Until then, enjoy the Palmies. Hello and welcome back to the second half of action of the Kapaun Mt girls taking on the North High girls in basketball. A sport that we've all come to love over the past 100 years.
Corny. Did you know actually basketball started off, they would shoot the ball into peach baskets?
No way, really?
Yeah, fun fact.
Fun
fact for Gabe Breitenbach.
Didn't Naismith do that? Isn't that what his name was?
No idea.
Maybe.
I just know that it was peach baskets.
Yeah, didn't he have those rules?
I'm sure.
Basketball.
You would know more than I would.
Well, we're going to start off the first half action with a foul. That will be on number 12, Katie Blessman of North High. That will be her second personal foul, team foul number 1 for North High. And now Kapaun trying to get something going on offense. As they will kick it to
pass into Tilma.
And now Tilma will run back into the paint as Nichols tries to get something to go on the wing. And now Bezek kicks it back out to Romer. Romer back to Jamino, and now Jamino drives, and Jamino will kick it back out to Nichols. Now Kate Tilma at top of the key will hit one. That'll be another made three for Kate Tilma, her third of the game, and credit Myra Nichols with that assist. As Kate Tilma is 5 of 5. Pretty impressive night, if you ask me. And now with some great defense against Urbina. Forces a pass to Blessman, sorry.
Yes.
Blessman? Blessman?
No, Blessman. Put some respect on her name.
But it's just one. It's
yeah,
one
but
person.
the way you say it is you wouldn't say bless man. That just sounds weird.
Bless woman?
Should we ask the opinion?
Bless woman?
Should we ask the opinion of Miss Blessman?
Maybe. I probably should have done that before the game. I feel very bad for not doing so. And now North High looks like Cavit's going to drive, and Cavit will be forced out of bounds. Great defense there by Romer. Did a great job of setting her feet and preventing the foul. Now we'll head the other way. And now Jamino rushes up the court and will get pickpocketed. Now head out of bounds, and it looks like Kapaun will retain possession. Now, Sam, we talked about, how you feel when you're up by 20, but how do you feel about being up by 33?
33. I think I feel like I'm flying first class on a plane made of probably, I would assume, 24 karat gold plated.
Wow.
Actually.
Big spender.
Yeah, that's a private jet, actually.
Oh, of course.
It's private.
And it looks like Romer's going to be called for the travel, so that gives
members
North
only.
back the ball. Oh, of course. You have a members only jacket?
Big pass out to Gordon. She puts it up, and it's good.
And now that cuts the lead just to 31. And now here comes Sophia Jamino. Back to Myra Nichols. Myra Nichols put some sauce on it, and she'll head to the basket and will miss the layup. It's still a good drive nonetheless. Now here comes Cavit. Cavit drives, puts up a shot. That will be good. Good job there by Cavit.
So they're getting a few points in here at the beginning.
Man, I tell you what, these allergies. And Kate Tilma going to score once again.
Stumbles a little bit towards the end of the shot, but she got it off.
Another assist from Jamino. Just absolutely tearing it up.
Assist champion.
No. Tearing these bad boys up.
Yeah. You could say that.
I could. This comes another shot from Cavit.
Cavit
That's
puts it up. That one's also good.
Clapping for the big lead that we're celebrating.
29 points.
29 points. 29 big ones.
Yeah, I think, we're still on a private jet. It's probably not gold-plated, however. But still a private jet.
I think this is when you're about to board the private jet.
This is boarding the private jet?
This is boarding it. So you're about to pass that. You're about to pass that threshold. And then you're about to, board the flight.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Where's the first place you're going?
Thinking somewhere in Europe, somewhere nice and gorgeous,
I feel like you're a Geneva guy. You definitely want to go to Geneva.
I'd probably go to Geneva. I like mountains and waterfalls and
They got those. They do have those in Geneva.
That's, you know, that whole area, like Northern Europe, beautiful. I would go there, absolutely. Some great band performance.
I'm a big fan of the KMC Mount Carmel band.
You're a big fan? I'm a big fan of our drum player, Mr. Sam Knapp.
Sam Knapp is absolutely just incredible. He's an incredible talent.
He just is so good on the drums.
And now back to basketball. Emma Bezdek gets it inside to Kate Toma. And now Toma will put up a shot. That'll be blocked. And will be rebounded by Emma Bezdek. That was impressive.
Seemed like a foul, but maybe not.
Impressive feat of strength there by Bezdek. Ever hear about the feats of strength from Seinfeld? Big Seinfeld guy?
I don't watch Seinfeld.
You don't?
No.
It's a shame. It's a real shame.
Kind of just seems like Larry Seinfeld, like, talking strangely for like an hour.
Well, as Jamino is stripped, a foul will be called. Did you just call him Larry Seinfeld?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Larry Seinfeld.
Larry, yeah, Larry.
You mean Larry?
My boy Larry Seinfeld. Sorry, we were playing basketball, so I was thinking of Larry Bird. Larry Bird, Larry Seinfeld.
I thought you were thinking of Larry David.
No, I don't know what I was thinking. Definitely not.
Because Larry David did help write Seinfeld. And after that,
you know actually how I learned that.
Well, wait 1 sec, Sam. Kate Toma gonna score the basket off a Jamino assist, but
Yes,
you can go back. No, you can go back to Seinfeld. It's fine.
I actually learned that Larry David was the mind behind Seinfeld from Kanye West.
Okay, that had nothing to do with Seinfeld.
No,
anyway,
I did. I said that's how I knew about Larry David and Seinfeld.
Oh.
How he was involved with it because of a Kanye West lyric.
Well, it looks like Cabot's going to put another one up for the North High girls. As Jamino looking to slow down a little bit, up by 39. No, 39. 39.
39.
No, yeah. And
20?
Toma with another made three, and she has 20. 20, a big one soon.
Capen's up by 32.
30.
Yeah. You said 39.
Yeah,
but it was
I'm
29.
sorry.
Remember how you made fun of me last time I commentated about my math?
Well, I was just
Yeah,
was too busy thinking about Seinfeld.
Excuses. All right, and Cabot puts up a three. It's
Oh!
good. That was a far
It was
three.
a nice three for Cabot, and you know we're all over Toma for her 20 points and Jamino for her 17, but Cabot's not far behind with 14 of her own.
Cabot's doing pretty good for North High. 14 out of the 21 points.
Is now inside pass to Jamino.
She puts
It's
up
a
no
missed
good,
shot, but
rebounds it.
Jamino able to convert off the
Gets that one.
rebound. And Jamino, you know, now with 19. Big scoring night, Sam. Big scoring
night.
And now Urbina going to hand it off to Cabot once again.
And she's
Cabot.
at the top of the key.
And now Cabot gets it inside to Tyron St. Clair, and her shot will be missed and then tipped out of bounds. And looks like some substitutions now as Myra Nichols and Kate Toma check out for Maddie Spears and Tilly Jones. And it looks like Gordon will also come off the court in favor of Kate Blessman. Or KD Blessman. Sorry.
Yes. Don't give her nicknames, Gabe.
And it looks like another missed shot from St. Clair will end up a rebound by Spears, and Spears will try to get up the court to Jamino, and Jamino will miss the left-hand layup.
Back up to Romer, who brings it in. Jamino takes the pass.
And now Jamino will be fouled.
And she's fouled, gets two.
She'll go to the line for two. Yeah. Yep.
Look at me go.
Yep.
I'm kind of the underdog of the commentating group
That's
here.
one way to say it.
Yeah.
That's one way to say it.
Always the underdog.
Now Jamino with a chance to pass that 20-point threshold. She has 19. So we'll see what she does with her two shots.
I reckon she makes both of them.
First one good. Well, maybe you're a little bit an Oracle, Sam.
That's what they call me. That's what the people call me. The Oracle.
The Oracle?
Yeah.
Like the arena?
No, I'm just the Oracle.
Like from the Matrix?
Yeah, I'm like Morpheus.
That's not.
Because look at that. And what did I say?
And now Katie Blessman will inbound for North High, excuse me, as Meg Toma checks in for Cape Mount Carmel along with just her, sorry. For North High, though, looks like Kimberly Bates going to check in. And now Katie Blessman going to miss one from 3. Rebound
gets it.
by herself.
Keeping that foot planted, trying not to travel. Cabot
And
puts it up. No
Cabot
good.
puts one up, and that goes off the head of
And
Romer. And now Cabot's going to pick up another foul. That'll be her
Yeah.
3rd personal.
third personal.
Well, not exactly. I mean, you're late into the game, so, you know, some fouls are expected. But, you know, you gotta be careful. I mean, 5 and you're out, you know.
Got to ration your fouls there.
Now Tilly Jones kicks it to Lizzie Romer. Now Romer gets it to Bezek. Bezek for 3. That'll be good. And Bezek hits a 3. That gives her 7 points on the night, and that pushes the Crusader lead now to 36.
36 points. See if we can get to 40. That'd be beautiful.
That would be almost
I
awe-inspiring.
don't even know where we'd be. I think
We'd be in the stratosphere.
yeah.
It's going to be a little hard with Cabot once again converting on the layup. That gives her 16 points on the night. And now Meg Toma gets it to Lizzie Romer in the corner. And Lizzie Romer
three's
going to
good.
for 3. That is just, oh, music to my ears, Sam. Music to my
Sensational.
ears. As Romer able to convert on the first 3 of the night. And now Tilly Jones going to pick up her first personal team foul, number 1 for Kapaun Mt. Carmel, as Kate Toma going to check into the game for Emma Bezdek. And Toma looking to resume her big scoring night. And now after a missed shot from Tyron St. Clair, it goes up the court in the hands of Tilly Jones. And now Meg Toma going to get it to Maddie Spears before getting inside to Romer, and Romer will miss a shot, and then a foul will be called on Romer. That'll be an over-the-back call. This will be hitting the other way. And that will be Lizzie Romer's 3rd personal foul. She has 9 on the night, if you were wondering. Of course, Sophia Jamino leading the team with 21, but Kate Toma just 1 point behind her with 20 of her own.
Yeah. Just under a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
And now Bates gets to Gordon. Gordon dumps one in to Brianna St. Clair, excuse me, sorry. And now what looks to be Pareda going to dump it off to Bates. Now foul's going to be called on Meg Toma, her first personal, team foul number 3. So now 41.5 seconds. The foul will again be called, and that'll be Maddie Spears' 3rd personal foul, team foul number 4. With 39.3 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Now Gordon gets an inbound pass to Rihanna Loffer. And now North looking to reset a little bit here. Trying to get one last good possession out of the quarter. And now inside to Pareda, and Pareda's going to be stripped by Tillman.
Romer gets it.
Now Romer kicks it up to Tilly Jones. Now Tilly Jones to Maddie Spears. Now Maddie Spears kicks it to Lizzie Romer. Romer thinks about shooting, but kicks it to Meg Toma in the corner. Now Meg Toma from the 3. That is good.
She gets it in.
Off the backboard from the corner. Good shot by Toma. That gives her 3 points on the night. And that pushes the Crusader lead down to 40. And a prayer hucked up from looks to be a St. Clair sister. That is Taryn St. Clair.
And heading into the 4th quarter, we're looking at Kapaun 63 to North 23. 40-point lead for Kapaun.
Phenomenal.
Out of this world.
Just, you know, just awe-inspiring. But overall, I mean, this is a great statement win for Kapaun Mt. Carmel. Looking to, you know, they don't need to turn around their season too much, but they do need to get some. They need to pick up some wins heading into the playoffs. Looking to get to that 500 mark before the playoffs, if possible. And so, you know, tonight was a good step in the right direction. Really a remarkable performance by the girls tonight. And now she's going to come back onto the floor. Some substitutions, as it looks like Phoebe Loffer, Ellie Stewart. Kais, and then Carson Swan.
I was going to say Carson Sloan.
Carson Swan checking in.
And that was a 2 from, I believe, Urbina.
Now Ellie Stewart going to get a cross-court pass tipped out of bounds by Tyron St. Clair. And now Sloan kicks it around to Phoebe Loffer. And Phoebe Loffer going to be rejected. Urbina going to come up with it. And now Urbina gets it up to Cavett. Cavett going to be looking around, drives, and will get that not to go. That's not going to go. And now rebounded by Carson Sloan.
Driving it down the court.
And now Sloan
Just getting
going to be fouled.
Pressure.
Going to be fouled by Gordon. Or actually, no, sorry. No foul called. It'll be a timeout. That'll be a timeout. And Coach Graff will have 3 remaining in the game.
Plenty for another quarter.
And if you're Coach Graff, you can't be wanting much more from your girls here tonight.
I would imagine he's a happy camper right now. But
You have to be. I mean, up by 37.
Never know with Coach Graff. He could be.
No, he's always happy. He's always happy. Even though sometimes, he might not.
Even though
He might seem annoyed. He might seem annoyed when we don't cut our hair, for instance.
He also might seem completely enraged when things aren't going his way.
No. He's always got an optimistic mindset. Always has an optimistic. I'm not being sarcastic to him. I think he's a great coach.
No, he is a great coach.
Does a great job. Does a great job,
that.
keeping his optimism up, keeping his girls'
Just saying,
spirits high.
He's definitely a fiery guy.
And a rebound is going to be nobody's ball, as that will be North High possession. And now it looks like Gordon will bring it up. Oh, no, Cavett. Cavett's going to bring it up now.
Gabe, I got to ask, what are you hoping to see in the last 6 minutes of this game?
I really want to see a made 3 from anyone. As a 3-pointer. Oh, well, that's a 2-pointer by Rihanna St. Clair.
Megtoma taking it up.
A little bit of pressure. I would have liked to see the North High, do a little bit more pressure earlier on.
Yeah.
As now it's a little bit too late. But nonetheless, it looks like they are going to force the turnover. And they'll get the ball back with 5:35 left to go in the contest. Contest. Tilt.
Scuffle.
Game, of course. Match.
All right. I'm going to stop you right there.
Battle, I would even say.
No, you're good. You got enough.
Trial.
Trial. That just sounds weirdly. I don't know. I don't like that one. Carson Sloan gets the rebound from Gordon's shot.
Now Sloan will get it back to Sophia Fury. Sophia Fury going to drive, kicks it back out, and travel going to be called.
Very unfortunate.
Going back to our, I think you could call it a tussle.
No, I used that word earlier, and I'm not approving your use of it now.
Tussle?
Yeah, I said it earlier.
Oh,
just not approving of it.
I would say it's a battle of.
You could just call it a basketball game.
Battle of wills.
You mean wits?
Wills, not wits.
Wills.
Oh, there's a mate. There's a mate 3.
There's your 3.
Wow, there's Gordon.
Unfortunately,
from the
not
corner.
The team that I would have hoped for, but
a win's a win. A win's a win.
Carson Sloan passing.
Mid-range shot. That'll be no good. Rebounded by Ellie Stewart. Ellie Stewart with the putback. That'll be good. Ellie Stewart's first basket of the game, or contest, or tilt, whatever you want to say, Sam.
I'd say just call it a basketball game.
It's a very vanilla thing for you to say.
I'm feeling kind of vanilla right now.
Really?
Yeah, you know, feeling good about our chances right now. Seeing as we do have a 35-point lead.
And Sophia Fury does pick up her first personal foul. Now another foul can be called. Ellie Stewart going to be called for this one. That'll be her first personal foul. Team foul number 6. So you are on the edge of the bonus.
True.
That is true.
Then again, 3.5 minutes left. There's plenty of opportunities to foul, but there's also, you know, they've got time to kind of hold out and not get that 7th one.
Brianna going to pick up a basket once again. That gives her 6 on the night. Cuts the lead just to 33. And Taryn St. Clair going to pick up her second personal foul, team foul number 5. And looks like the girls are just going to kick it around a little bit, trying to chew up some clock.
Keeping it around the edge, waiting for an opening.
And now
it's going to get put up, and that's an and one.
Phoebe, you offer. Does a great job converting there. And she'll head to the line for the and one attempt. And that will be Urbina's first personal foul. And we're going to have a group substitution now for North High. It looks like both the St. Clair sisters, Urbina and Gordon, going to head off in favor of Eden Shockey as Phoebe makes her free throw. Eden Shockey, Howie Wolk, number 3, Kimberly Bates, number 11, Tyus Sanders, and then number 24, Alanis Gonzalez.
Yeah, Bates is taking point here.
That'll be another turnover.
Yeah.
Capen up by 66. Or not, I mean 36. Sorry.
Meg Thomas taking point.
Now Phoebe will offer. Drives, kicks it to Sloan. Sloan from the mid-range. That is no
Almost.
good. Rebound goes.
It's corner shots.
Woke.
They're a gamble.
They are a gamble, you know. You don't get the backboard really. But we saw Meg Thomas make a corner shot.
Yeah,
from the
you
backboard.
can. I mean, you can get a backboard. It's just not easy. I mean, it's a weird angle.
And now that's going to be ruled off the hands of
Just about a minute 15
Sophia
left.
Fury and Phoebe Loffer, and so that will head back north direction.
Bates taking point here for North High with just over a minute left in the game.
Bates from the crest, excuse me, dumps it off, and that is Sanders. Sanders going to miss the 3, except that'll be rebounded by Wolk, and Wolk going to put him in a shot, and that will be tipped out of bounds by Wilkesby Shockey. Now Shockey will head down the court with the rest of the North girls as Sophia Fury passes it into Meg Toma for one of the final possessions of the game, if not the final possession of the game. We'll see what happens.
Possibly the final.
I mean, it could be it right here.
Toma passes to Carson Sloan.
Sloan back to Phoebe Loffer. Phoebe Loffer dumps it off. And then back to Sloan. Sloan gets to Meg Toma. Meg Toma gets it to Phoebe Loffer. Phoebe Loffer inside. That will end up a miss. Rebound.
Gets the rebound.
Goes
and it's
to
passed over to Shockey.
Shockey's going to get the rebound. And Shockey gets it to Sanders. Now Sanders pushing up a 4.
A little under 10 seconds left.
Gets it back to what looks to be Gonzalez, and Gonzalez misses a 3, and that will end the contest.
Meg Toma with the ball as the game ends.
And good win
Final
there by the
score.
Kapaun Mt Carmel Lady Crusaders. Final score is going to be 67-31. A nice 36-point win for the Kapaun Mt Carmel Lady Crusaders. Join us back up 20 minutes. Join me back. Sam's going to head to the student section.
Yes,
Join me along with Sophia Jamina for the boys game in about 20 minutes. And until then, enjoy watching warm-ups.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.
Hello and welcome to Mount Carmel, home of your Crusaders. And tonight you will see the Mount Carmel Crusaders take on the Wichita North boys team. And starting off with the starting lineups.
First off, number 1 for the North High is Jay Wassel.
Wassel. And then starting off for Mount Carmel is, of course, number 0, the center, Will Ancio.
Next up for North High is Michael Bailey.
And starting off for Mount Carmel is number 4, Will Thingvall.
And for North High, number 11, Klingerman.
And for KMC, number 5, the senior guard, Luke Porter.
And next up for the visitors is number 12, Carrion.
And next up for KMC is number 10, the senior forward, Isaac Smits.
And rounding up the lineup for North High is number 14, Hopping.
And rounding out the lineup for your Crusaders is number 11, the senior forward and MVP of the LG Radio Tournament, Henry Thingvall. And going back in to that point there, this is the first time we've seen the Cape Mount Carmel Crusaders come home after the LG Radio Tournament. And Henry Thingvall has had a tremendous time out since that tournament. Of course, taking home the MVP and then coming home and having a good night out against Heights in a very close game that ended up in a late game comeback that allowed for a 3-point win.
And, Henry Thingvall really, as a senior, trying to show what he's got. I know he's, potentially looking to play in college. And so this season, he's really been doing great, doing what he needs to do for his team and just really helps the Cape Crusaders.
Now here we go. Starting off the tip-off, it looks like it will be Klingerman versus Ancio. As you know, North doesn't really have that height that other teams Cape has had. So we'll see how that affects them in the game, as it looks like Ancio will win the tip-off rather easily.
And I think North is really going to have to be scrappy and quick on the defensive end because they really have no answer for the big men down low.
Now inside the Luke Porter. Kicks back out to Smits. Now Smits drives, puts up a shot. That will be no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Carrion, sorry. And now Smits is going to pick up his first personal. Not exactly how you want to start out the game, but, we see Smits as more, of a hustle player. He does a great job, getting rebounds, getting those hustle-type plays that you don't typically see, come on the snaps or, jump balls or, even taking charges. He's always been averaging 1 or 2 charges taken per game. So we'll see how he does in the game. And now North High coming out. There's a lot of movement in their offense, that might be compensating for the lack of size. And great steal there by Will Thingvall, except that's going to turn into a turnover by his brother Henry Thingvall. Now Jacob Wassel can eventually get it back to Carrion. And then Carrion gets it to what looks to be Klingerman before Klingerman is pushed out of bounds.
And 2 fouls right off the bat, not looking good for Capen. Obviously being bigger, it is hard to get lower and play that defense against North High here. And so it really just got to be careful.
As you said, that'll be Henry Thingvall's first personal foul. And especially when you're the favorite coming in, the last thing you want to do is, commit a lot of fouls and get into foul trouble. As Ancio able to convert on the breakaway left-hand layup through some contact. And that gives Cape their first points of the game and Ancio his first basket of the game, And we'll see what Crusaders can do now on defense. As I was saying, the last thing you want to do is get into foul trouble and potentially get your opponent into the bonus and allow for some easy free throws. Now Bailey working it around, gets it inside to, looks to be Hopping.
Yeah, Hopping.
Now Hopping will not be able to convert on that layup and win the Crusaders' ball. As now Will Thingvall bring it up the court for KMC. Will Thingvall gets it to Luke Porter. Luke Porter tries to get inside the Ancio, but while they may not have size, they're doing a great job of, collapsing that paint, not allowing any passes into the post. That being said, you see Kapaun almost right now trying to space out that lane a little bit, and that's going to end up in a turnover off of Isaac Smith's pass. And now heading the other way, that looks to be Carrion. Now Carrion going to miss that shot. And now up the court to Henry Thingwall. Henry Thingwall from the mid-range. That is no good. Rebound goes to Isaac Smith. Now Isaac Smith to get inside to Henry Thingwall. Henry Thingwall, after a pump fake, gets that one to go. Great assist there by Smith. Now coming the other way is Jacob Wassel. Now an inside pass intended for Bailey is stripped by Luke Porter. Now Porter gets it inside to Henry Thingwall. Now back to Porter. Porter spin shot. That would be no good. Blocked by Wassel. Now inside to Henry Thingwall is going to be good. Credit Will Thingwall with that assist.
Yeah, credit to that play goes back to Luke Porter with that steal. Another one of those hustle players like Isaac Schmitz. Great defensive player. Getting those steals, those charges.
And now a three going to be no good. Rebounded by Luke Porter. And now Henry Thingwall is going to make the layup. But that's going to be no basket. That foul will be on the floor. That'll be called on. Looks to be Hopping. That'll be his first personal. Team foul number 2 for North High, as Isaac Smith and Henry Thingwall come off the floor in favor of Tegan Charles and Dominic Shibley. And Luke Porter will also head off the court for Corbin Johnson. And a nice little inbounds play there gives Tegan Charles his first basket. Mere seconds off the bench, and credit Corbin Johnson with that assist. And now inside, that's Bailey. Bailey gets it back out to Wassel. Now Carrion kicks it back out. That'll be no good from Bailey. And now Antio up to Dominic Shibley. Dominic Shibley, that'll be good. Credit Antio with that assist. And nearly every basket the Crusaders have made so far has been off an assist, which is something you really want to see going into these deeper stages of the season, making sure your team has good chemistry and that your offense is flowing well. Yeah,
and we've definitely seen that, continue to develop throughout the season, especially in the El Dorado tournament. Had a great showing out there, and then just so far in the beginning of this game, I think it starts on the defensive end, getting those steals, and then those transition points, which have really been working well for the Crusaders.
And looking to the later stages of this game, Crusaders are obviously going to have the scoring capability to jump out to a big lead, as they already have. Of course, you can see by the scoreboard 10-0. But a big part of maintaining that lead is, as we've mentioned previously, staying out of foul trouble, but also just solidifying your defense. We've already mentioned in previous games how even when the Crusaders are down, a big reason they've been able to come back is, defense turns into offense. Not only through turnovers, but forcing bad shots often, leads to rebounds, and often, you can get a few open passes to get a breakaway layup or something. So I think it's going to be important for the Crusaders, keep being effective on offense. But I think the bigger thing is just going to be, secure this lead and then protect it with good defense.
Yeah, and on the flip side, for the visitors team, they really need to. They're taking good shots. Nothing is just going in yet. So hopefully those will start to fall for North and just continue that ball movement. Kapaun has really good defense, so penetration like that works well.
And now Wassel gets the first points for North, as Wassel gets his first points on a little layup underneath the hoop. Now Tegan Charles gets to Corbin Johnson. Corbin Johnson inside to Dominic Shibley. Shibley back to Antio at the free throw stripe. And now Antio tries to get to Tegan Charles and does. Now Tegan Charles from the mid-range. That'll be no good. Rebounded by Dominic Shibley. And Shibley will be fouled, it looks like. That'll be called on Hopping. His second personal, team foul number 2. Now Charles gets the inbound. And now Johnson gets it inside to Antio. Antio drives and makes that one go. Nice little hook shot from Antio. Gives him 4 on the night. And credit Corbin Johnson with that assist. And now Carrion gets it to Hopping, and Hopping gets it over to Wassel. Wassel trying to make something happen will be called for the travel. Great defense there by Ancio.
Yeah, whenever a team drives baseline, Capen's defense, the backside guy shifts over and they create a little trap there, and that's, been seen to cause a lot of turnovers for the other team.
You said it perfectly there. Yet another way that the Capen defense has just been absolutely choking. I don't know, suffocating defense. Suffocating defense. As Maxwell Keller checks in favor of William Thingvall, and Keller unable to convert on the turnaway shot. And that rebound will end up in the hands of Wassel. Now heading the other way is Bailey, and Bailey will be called for nothing. And it looks like a blocking foul is going to be called on Corbin Johnson. And that will be an and one basket. And so it looks like Bailey will look to convert the and one opportunity here at the free throw line. And Corbin Johnson picks up his first foul. And I can't say there's a lot of people on the Capen sideline and in the Capen fan section that are happy about that call. And after that missed free throw, Tegan Charles gets that rebound. Now here come the Crusaders. Andrew gets it inside to Tegan Charles, and Tegan Charles converts on the way up, and he'll shoot a 1-and-1 of his own. Right now has 4.
And Tegan Charles, one of those guys that comes off the bench. He brings a lot of energy to this team, and he's ready to make plays. He's ready to post up, on that high post. Has a great mid-range jumper, and goes to work down low. So good job by him.
And now Ancio going to come off the court in favor of Henry Thingvall, and Charles' first and only free throw going to be good. And ball isn't alive, so
that's true.
There's a little bit to be said there. And that puts Capen up by 11 now. Score 15-4, excuse me. And now here comes the North High boys. Bailey nearly loses it, and then kicks it over to Klingerman. Klingerman drives and will lose the ball. And that steal, I guess, goes to Maxwell Keller, and now a steal by Carrion. Carrion knocks that one into the hands of Wassel, and now Wassel looking to slow it down a little bit for North. And now Carrion, double teamed. It's going to be called for something. Carrion's going to call for a foul. Tripping?
Maybe.
A little too rough with that one.
Yeah.
Going to call for a foul, I guess. Now send the ball the other way. He'll pick up his first personal team foul, number 4 for North High. Now here come the Crusaders as Henry Thingvall gets it inside Tegan Charles. Tegan Charles take a shot. That'll be no good, and he'll be fouled on that shot, so he'll hit the line for 2 more. Already 1 for 1 from the stripe so far. So let's see if he can keep that one up. And that foul will be called on Jack Hopping, his 3rd personal foul, team foul number 5. And, heading into the final minute and a half of the first quarter, you don't necessarily want to be only 2 fouls away from the bonus, especially when you're down big.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to help them, especially if they keep fouling at this rate. They will keep fouling, and that's just free points of the Crusaders, and that will put North in a bigger deficit. And so something North's team really has to work on this next quarter.
And now it looks like number 55, Wormsley, going to be checking in from North High as Tegan Charles converts on both of his free throws. And has 7 of his own, leads the team in scoring. And now North High looking to respond, as they've only managed 2 baskets so far in the contest. Now Wassel drives, loses it, puts up a shot, and that will be good. And a little bit of an awkward shot, but he got to go down nonetheless. And now the Crusaders looking to put something up themselves. Dominic Shibley from the free throw stripe. That's good. Nice little knockdown jumper there.
And Shibley's really, come to life for this team, and especially during the El Dorado tournament, he did a great job. Made all-tournament team there, and he's really just been contributing to the team coming off the bench, looking for his shot, looking to score, and that really helps.
Now be tipped out of bounds. Or no, excuse me. Looks like Henry Thingvall didn't touch that one. That'll be off the hands of Klingerman. And so it looks like it'll be Crusader basketball. Just over 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter, so Crusaders looking to get one more solid possession out of the quarter, potentially a basket to break, to go into the break big. And there's the basket right there. Henry Thingvall does it with ease. Gives him 6. Now Jacob Wassel kicks it to Bailey. Bailey looking around, kicks it back to Wassel. Guarded by Maxwell Keller. Puts up a shot, and that will be no good. Rebounded by Corbin Johnson. Johnson puts up a prayer, and that nearly goes in. That would have been an impressive full-court shot, but nonetheless, the Crusaders will head into the the first quarter break, up by 15.
Yeah, and it looked like Johnson there.
I was
listening to our own student section, but that was a great shot. He had 3 seconds left, still decided to do a full-court shot.
Yeah, as you said, student section, typically, tries to. They'll start counting down from like 5 when let's say there's 9 seconds left, and I think Corbin Johnson, like you said, heard that and checked the repair because I was out of town. But nevertheless, I like to see it. I got excited there for a second. It looks like it had some potential to go in.
I mean, it really did. Hit the backboard.
It's impressive. He has the arm strength just to get it there.
Honestly.
But let's get back to the actual game itself. Yeah. Kapaun, not much you can say to slander them. If you're Coach Heck, you got to be through the roof right now. Up by 15. Obviously, things are working on offense, but on defense, they're just as good. Only have scored 3 baskets. One of those baskets arguably could have gone their way as a charge. Staying out of foul trouble, only 3 fouls going into the second quarter. Again, just have to be feeling good.
Yeah, I think for North, it's going to be important on the offensive end to keep penetrating and finding that open guy. I think that's been working well for them so far, just trying to get to the free throw line. Only 6 points so far in there, so they're definitely trying to look for more scoring opportunities here in the second quarter.
And here comes North coming out swinging. Wassel drives. Isn't going to get anywhere. It looks like Kapaun's going to put their starters back on the floor, but North is going to stay with their same lineup. As a missed shot from Bailey ends in the hands of Henry Thingvall. Now Will Thingvall bringing it up. He'll be intercepted by Wassel, and Wassel will step out of bounds. Gives Kapaun a second chance on that possession.
And one thing I've noticed just a little bit in the first quarter with Kapaun is some of their passes have just been a little sloppy. And so I think that's something Coach Eck probably talked to them about at the coordinators, just trying to clean everything up, and they're in no hurry. They have the lead and just set up the offense.
Nice little dump-off pass to Henry Thingvall for yet another basket. Crusaders really just pouring it on right now as that gives Henry Thingvall 8 on the evening, and credit Luke Porter with that assist. And here comes Jacob Wassel. Really great defense there by Luke Porter. And as Wassel is forced to dump it off to Wormsley. And now jump ball going to be called as looks like Carrion got tangled up there with Will Thingvall, and it looks like Kapaun is going to gain possession as the arrow is in KMC's favor. And now once again, here comes Kapaun Mt. Carmel. Isaac Smits has it on the wing. Looks around, dumps it off to Will Antio. Now Antio drives from the top of the key. Antio back to Smits. Smits jump stops, puts up a shot. That is good. Smits gets his first basket of the evening. 1 of 2 from the floor so far. And, we talked about, Smits came out of the gates, maybe a little too energetic. Missed a shot on the first possession, and then picked up an early foul. And great job there by Luke Porter to get that steal. And Luke Porter will be fouled, and that will be Wassel's first personal, team foul number 7. No, excuse me, team foul number 6. It's on the edge of that bonus, not quite there yet. As we were saying, Smits, did a great job, keeping his head down and doing what he does best, which is, as we said, doing those grittier hustle plays. So good to see him get back in this game with a whole new mindset after the first quarter. That being said, it's going to be a turnover on Smits. Intended pass for Henry Thingvall.
And sometimes it's hard, Gabe, when you have such a big lead you get comfortable, and so sometimes that tends to happen, but good steal here.
And now Luke Porter with the breakaway layup. And now Henry Thingvall picks up his first, or no, excuse me, Will Thingvall picks up his first assist, and Luke Porter picks up his first basket.
Looks like Will Anstey on the foul there. Looks like he came down on Wassel.
And North shooting their second free throws here now, second and third. Only have been to the line for a 1-and-1 attempt and are yet to make one. So they're now 0 for 2. See what Wassel can do with his second attempt, and that one's no good either. Or isn't good either, as Smith comes down with a rebound and dumps it off to Will Thingvall to bring it up for Kapaun Carmel. And a substitution now for North High during that free throw trip. It looks like number 41 Moore going to be checking in. And then Antio going to dump that one in for a basket. Gives him 6 as he is 3 for 3 on the night. Now Bailey dumps off to Moore. Moore guarded by Will Thingvall. Gets it inside to Klingerman. Now back to Moore. And Moore really trying to show his moves. Doing a great job, keeping his feet moving and not really telling the defender where he's going to go with his body. So now Bailey finds Wassel in the corner, and now Wassel takes the baseline and will be blocked by Henry Thingvall. Henry Thingvall gets his own rebound, or gets his own rebound off the block, I should say. And now Crusaders basketball will be on the other end after a tipped ball.
Yeah, good hustle back by Wassel there, trying to stop the easy layup for Thingvall.
Timeout will be called. Wichita North will take their second. They will have 3 remaining. And again, can't be much to complain about if you're Kapaun Carmel. Only allowed 6 points so far in the game. Up by 23. Really just phenomenal basketball.
Only second quarter. So the band.
Kapaun Carmel does have a band.
Yeah.
That's been something that they picked up in the last couple of games. And I think the players, I think the fans love it. So
yeah, it really brings the energy.
Really, yeah. I don't know if you've been to a college game. That's a big part of it. Not only basketball, with football too. The band really, brings it to life.
Band.
I'm a big KU fan myself, so
Me too.
I go to the Allen Fieldhouse a couple times a year, and so hearing the band there is really special.
Yeah, unfortunately though, Jayhawks with a huge loss to Kentucky this
weekend.
It
was disappointing.
Yeah,
only midway through the season, and Kentucky was a good team. So
That's true. That's true.
Still got time to turn it around. But at least we didn't lose to an unranked team like Baylor.
That's true. That was rough.
And now Henry Thingvall, after a missed shot, is going to get tangled up with Wormsley, and now be called jump ball. And now North will head the other way with it. It looks like Wassel looking to slow it down a little bit. Gets it. No, he's really not trying to slow it down. There's now Moore. He's going to take it, gets it over to Bailey. Bailey drives. After a nice crossover, is able to get the layup to go. Nice little teardrop. Gets him his second basket of the night and gives North 8 points. And now nice inside pass for Smits. Will draw a foul.
Yeah, it looks like it was on Moore.
That'll be Moore's first personal. Team foul number 7, and that will send Isaac Smits to the line for 1-and-1. Not really what you want to do if you're down big in the second quarter. As Kapaun is perfect from the line so far, 3 of 3. Smith's able to convert on the first. And we'll see what he does with the second. That one's good as well. Kapaun remains perfect, 5 of 5. And we talked about that earlier in the season, that being not an issue, but a place of improvement for the Kapaun Carmel Crusaders. And as the season's gone along, they've really been working on their free throws, and they've done a great job, executing on that opportunity, not letting that those free points go by.
Yeah, and, against teams like this, it doesn't really seem like super crucial to be making free throws, but it's always good. But I need to, remember in future games against tougher teams, those points really do matter down the stretch.
Now, rebound goes to Wassel, and Wassel will throw yet another turnover into the hands of Will Thingvall. Will Thingvall gets it up to Henry Thingvall. Henry Thingvall nearly gets a dunk to go, but, that's an impressive play nonetheless. And there'll be an and one. We'll call that a dunk.
Yeah.
He touched the rim with his hand. That counts.
That might be his first and one dunk.
I think it is his first and one dunk. Looks like Wassel and Bailey will head off the floor now in favor. Excuse me.
Excuse you, Gabe.
Excuse me. Incho and looks to be Carrion, as Kapaun Mt Carmel also checks out Will Ancio, Will Thingvall, and Isaac Smits, and Henry Thingvall in favor of Nathan Thingvall, Tegan Charles, Corbin Johnson, and Maxwell Keller. Luke Porter also checks out for Dominic Shibley,
yep.
so there's a whole group substitution there for the Crusaders. Now heading the other way, Maxwell Keller trying to save it, and he'll be ruled out of bounds. So great hustle there by
good
Keller.
Hustle. And for the Crusaders, these group of guys that come in, they know how to play slowly but surely, getting used to that varsity time, a lot of them getting more comfortable. And they honestly do a great job.
And now North working it around. And as you said, this is a great opportunity for the Kapaun bench, get some practice time against a varsity team. No matter how big Kapaun is up, it's a great job, or a great opportunity for Kapaun, get their bench some playing time and, get their bench to playing in these crucial moments. Because you never know. It might come to like a playoff situation where you need your bench to step up.
Yeah.
And it's good to know that, Kapaun has had multiple games like this where they get their bench significant playing time. And just proves that, Kapaun is going to be ready when it comes to playoff time and it comes into those late situations where maybe you get into foul trouble, or maybe you just need, maybe one of your stars isn't, performing as they should. And your bench needs to step up.
Yeah, and that makes it hard for other teams during playoff times when they're playing Kapaun. You don't only have the 5 guys that start that you have to worry about. You have the whole bench basically that can really contribute to Kapaun's success.
Now Tegan Charles that'll be first missed free throw for Kapaun, as they now are 7 of 8. Still a good percentage, if you ask me. Up by 27. Kapaun just looking to hold on the lead. As number 15 for North checks in, and his name is Selman. Number 15 on your screen is Selman, in case you were wondering. Now a missed 3 from Selman is rebounded by Corbin Johnson. And now Johnson gets it to Keller. Keller up to Nathan Thingvall. Nathan Thingvall tries to get inside to Tegan Charles, but that's going to be a little bit of miscue there. And that'll be out of bounds off the hands of Charles. Now here comes Wassel. Wassel really trying to slow it down a little bit here, trying to set up the offense and try to get, something going.
Yeah, they're down 27 and still, 8 points isn't really something to be proud of, And so they need to keep looking for those ways to score, and they're struggling just a little bit.
Now Maxwell Keller going to pick up his first personal foul, team foul number 5 for Kapaun. Is now Wormsley able to get it inside to Klingerman, but Klingerman's going to be stripped from Maxwell Keller. Maxwell Keller up to Tegan Charles, and now Charles unable to convert. And Nathan Thingvall there on the rebound to put that one back in. And it sounded like Wassel might have hit his wrist there a little hard, and I can even tell his hand's a little red. So, that's got to hurt. And, when you hit a glass backboard like that, trying to get a block. But hopefully he's not too affected, as Dominic Shibley's going to pick up his first personal.
It looks like Jackson is subbing in for North High here.
So it looks like Incho will head to the bench. First time we'll see Jackson here tonight. As Jackson looking to take some initiative and slowing it down a little bit here. Kicks it to Wassel. Wassel in trouble, kicks it back to Klingerman. And now it looks like that is Selman. Selman tries to get it to Wassel, but it looks like Dominic Shibby will end up with it instead. Credit Dominic Shibby with that steal. And now Corbin Johnson has it. Johnson takes it to Tegan Charles. Tegan Charles for three. That is no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson on the putback. That would be no good as well. Also, a missed substitution on my part. It looks like Bill Dallion also checks in for KMC. And now for North High.
Looks like Rogers is checking in.
Rogers is going to check in favor of Wormsley. And now Tegan Charles picks up a rebound off of a missed shot from Nathan Thingvall. Now Corbin Johnson dumps it into Bo Dallion. Bo Dallion unable to convert on the layup. Gets it back out to Johnson. Johnson unable to save that one, and Wassel gets it to his teammate, but that is going to be intercepted now by Nathan Thingvall. Dominic Shibley working around. Just under 45 seconds left to go in the half. And so there's really not in any hurry, just trying to get one more solid possession out of the half.
Yeah, they're just trying to move the ball well. Open shot there by Johnson.
And Johnson able to knock down the three-pointer. Gets his first basket of the night. And Kapaun now up by 32 in the first half. And North High yet to score 10 points. So again, I mean, the 40 points is impressive by itself, but the fact that Kapaun on defense has been so solid that they haven't allowed 10 points is really just something to it's not something to gawk at. Well, never mind, as that three-pointer.
Spoke too soon,
Rogers.
Gabe.
Yeah. Oh!
No good. Oh, almost good by Charles there.
Charles had a few of those this season at the buzzer, but that one's not going to count, as that Roger three, that last second three, is going to bring the score now 40-11 at half. Kapaun up by 39.
29. Wait.
No, 29. You're right.
yeah.
Yeah, 29. Sorry.
Very similar to the girls' game score.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was around 40-10. So at half.
Yeah. Well, regardless, we're gonna step aside here for the Kapaun Mt. Carmel Pommies. Join us back in about 20 minutes for the second half of action. Welcome back to Kapaun Mt Carmel for the second half of action of the Kapaun Mt Carmel Crusaders taking on the boys of North High. And we're just excited as you are to see the second half of action as Kapaun is up by 29 heading into the second half. And you know, a lot of people, you know, come into the second half thinking it's a new game. That's kind of hard to do here as, you know, North is starting 29 points in the hole, now 31. As Antio able to convert for this first basket of the second half.
Yeah, North, I think in order for them to start to score on the offensive end, they're going to have to find ways to get stops on the defensive end, and it's really hard because the Crusaders are much bigger than them, and so, I mean, North is just going to have to find a way to do better.
And now Klingerman dumps it off to Carrion, and now Carrion back to Wassel. Wassel double team in the corner, great trap, and I was going to say, it looks like Wassel might have thrown himself a pass there. Or not. Luke Porter's going to be called for a foul. So Wassel's going to inbound for North. That'll be Porter's first personal foul, team foul number 1 for Kapaun. And now Isaac Smith's going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second team foul for Kapaun Mt Carmel. And now Kapaun playing pretty tight defense, even though they just gave up 2 fouls.
Yeah, I mean, about the same way they started off the first half, you know, 2 fouls right off the bat. You know, then they kind of settled down. I mean, you know, it's also just understanding what the refs are going to call and what they aren't going to call. And
now after a Smith's rebound off a Henry Thingvall missed 3, Smith is able to get it to Will Thingvall for a made 3. So, you know, a little bit of a tongue twister there, but nevertheless, good play there by Will Thingvall to convert on the 3-pointer. That's also Will Thingvall's first basket of the contest. So, you take that for what you want to take it as. And now Luke Porter tries to get to Smits, but it looks like Smits was, you know, caught a little off guard there. Ends up in the hands of Bailey for North. North misses their way up, and that'll be Bailey's miss. And after a rebound for Antio, Antio gets it all the way up to Isaac Smits for the breakaway layup.
I really would have liked to see Schmitz there just dunk it. He had enough room. I don't know. I don't know if he can dunk it.
I want to question Schmitz's ability, but I've never seen him dunk.
I honestly haven't either.
And now Wassel able to convert on the putback. But yeah, I mean, he probably could. He's got some height. He's 6'3". When I'll look on the thing right here. Where is he? 10. Schmitz 6'3". I was right.
Yeah, athletic guy.
Athletic. I mean, beyond athletic guy. I mean, he's capable of almost anything. That'll be another missed 3 for Henry Thingvall, and it looks like Wassel's going to get the rebound and head the other way with it. Jump ball is going to be called, and Wassel not happy with that call. Arguing with the ref a little bit before taking the inbound. Now Klingerman gets it to Bailey. Bailey looks around, pulls up from 3. That will be no good. Gracing the net before heading out of bounds.
Good move there by Bailey, just not putting enough on there to get in.
Now Will Thingvall gets it inside to Will Antio, and Antio going to fumble that one away. You know, Antio had to make a pretty acrobatic catch there. Bring that one in. As Corbin Johnson will check in now for Will Thingvall. Kapaun will have another chance after the travel called on North. And Corbin Johnson will inbound, and Henry Thingvall gets it not to go, sorry. Now another missed basket from Henry Thingvall, and now Jacob also pushing up the floor, gets it to Bailey. Bailey able to convert on the breakaway. And Bailey's going to pick up a warning there for deflecting the ball away. Not really what you want from your second winning scorer. And now Smits jump stops, gets it to Antio. Antio drives, spins, and that'll be no good. Rebound goes to Smits. Smits gets it to Luke Porter. Luke Porter wide open from 3. That is good.
And not often do we see Porter scoring, but when he has the opportunity, he'll definitely take that.
And now Jacob Wassel gets it inside to Bailey. Bailey guarded by Wassel is going to get the ball and then try to deflect it in. But great defense by Luke Porter to force a turnover. And now Luke Porter's going to bring it up for KMC. We don't talk about Luke Porter enough, I feel like. He does a great job. We saw him pull up there from 3. He's a good spot-up shooter, but the biggest contribution he has to his team is his defensive presence. I mean, he's a great perimeter defender, and he's a great on-ball defender. And it looks like Smits will pick up another foul, trying to draw a charge.
And going back to Porter, he's, really a great facilitator, too. Sees the floor well, able to find the open guys, the main scorers. And so props to him for that work.
And now Bailey will head to the line for the and one attempt, and that will be good as Bailey gets his 7th point. Oh, I believe that might be his 9th. I feel like the scoreboard might be a point off but I could be wrong. I feel like one of Wassel's baskets might have gone to, one of Bailey's baskets might have gone to Wassel.
I think you're definitely right on that, because what I had here, I did not have the extra point, so yeah, 9 now.
We just want to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, exactly.
That being said, a big group substitution for Kapaun Mt Carmel as Corbin Johnson is the only one to stay on the floor, as Maxwell Keller, Bo Dowlian, Dominic Shibley, and Tegan Charles check in for KMC. Renee North, going to stick with the same lineup. Score is 50-20, Caping up by 30. But North, with some improvement. I mean, they came into halftime only with 11 points, have 9 points here in the third quarter alone. So showing some signs of improvement. Not necessarily saying they're going to come back, as they were down by 29, now down by 30. But that being said, still coming out with some veracity, and it's good to see they haven't given up.
Yeah, it's good, to know that their program, focused on completing the game, still finishing the job, and, trying to compete till the last second.
And see what Carey can do the second time he makes that one. So we'll go 2 for 2 from the line. And then here comes Kapaun Mt Carmel as Corbin Johnson has exited the game for Will Thingvall. Still yet to see much from him. He did have that 3-point basket. He's yet to put up a foul on the board, so he's been a good presence. But just we've seen him put up a lot more. So we'd like to see him do some more here in the fourth quarter, third and fourth quarter. Excuse me. Not to say he hasn't had a good game, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And that being said, jump ball is going to be called, so Capon will retain possession. So let's see what can happen here. As an inbound pass from Will Thingvall gets it to Tegan Charles. Tegan Charles dumps it outside to Dominic Shibley. Dominic Shibley drives, and that will be no good. And Bailey will be called for a foul. That'll be Bailey's 3rd personal. Team foul number 1. I don't want to point any out. I don't want to, be too conspiracy. I don't know how to say that. Conspiracal.
Conspiracy.
Conspicuous.
Yeah.
Something like that. Whatever. But Capon has been called a little harshly here. Not to say that they haven't fouled or whatever, but you look at the foul differential. It's a differential of 3. Capon has team fouls 4, and North. That was their first one on the night. And Maxwell Keller going to be called out of bounds after that steal. He'll be headed the other way. But regardless, what I was saying is that you gotta be careful as Capon. When you're being called,
that's true.
More tightly.
Careful.
You have to be careful, not to pick up those easy fouls. After Shibley goes 1 of 1. 1 for 2, excuse me.
And also, with those fouls, in the future, in the postseason, they really got to watch those. You do not want teams with, in the bonus with seconds left in a really tight game just getting free points from the free throw line.
And, I feel like it could be a good experience. If you do get into a playoff scenario or even any game, you have a ref, really calling it tight. It's good to, have that experience of, what you can and can't do when things are being called rather harshly. And now Maxwell Keller misses a 3, and Tegan Charles gets that rebound. Now Shibley gets it to Maxwell Keller. Keller looking around, gets it to Tegan Charles on the inside. Charles drives, and that will be good. And one. His second and one basket of the night. And he's doing pretty good. He's not doing bad.
Yeah, doing great.
And it looks like Corbin Johnson checking in for Maxwell Keller. And now Tegan Charles misses the and one attempt. And now Bailey, full court pass, will be fumbled, and will not be able to convert that. However, Corian is able to kick it back out to Wassel. Wassel unable to make the three. Now Johnson with the rebound. Able to get it up to Dalian. Dalian kicks it to Shibley. Shibley back to Johnson. Johnson. Nice little find there for Will Thingwall, but that'll be deflected by Hopping. And now Hopping will be called out of bounds. So Tegan Charles will inbound for Kapaun Mt. Carmel as Tredo will check in for Bailey, number 5 on your screen. It's a North substitution.
Yeah, giving Bailey a little bit of a breather here. He's been working hard.
As Charles tries to do a little bit of magic under the rim, that'll be no good. Now hitting it away is Corian. Corian gets it to Wassel. Wassel gets it to Tredo. Both Tredos are on the floor. Sorry, I missed that substitution.
No, you said it. Tredo.
There's both Tredos.
Oh, there's 2 Tredos?
And I'm going to be fully honest with you guys at home. They didn't give us first names. So just know
we do apologize. We are going by last names.
Last
here.
names only. I mean, 42 is I Tredo, and 5 is D Tredo.
DG Tredo.
So take
The
that for what you
Tredo
want.
brothers
The
are in the game.
Tredo brothers are in the game
Yeah.
for North High. And Wassel will miss his first attempt at the free throw line, and Tegan Charles will head off in favor of Maxwell Keller for Kapaun Mt. Carmel. So Wassel will miss his second attempt as well, except he's going to get his own rebound and able to convert on the putback. Now Corbin Johnson looking to slow it down a little bit here. Kicks it to Will Thingwall, excuse me. Thingwall gets it to Dominic Shibley. Dominic Shibley with some space. Finds Corbin Johnson in the corner. Now Johnson kicks it to Keller. Keller kicks it to Shibley. Now Shibley trying to organize something on offense as he kicks it to Will Thingwall, and Will Thingwall will miss the layup. As Wassel able to convert on yet another basket. That gives him 12 by our count. And Eck isn't liking what he's seeing, so he's going to call timeout. With 1:02 left to go in the third quarter, Eck will have 4 remaining. That's his first timeout. And yeah.
Pretty solid half. North, as we mentioned earlier, not going away, wanting to compete. And I think, if I was a North guy, I would look at this game and, you're playing some of the best players in the City League, the best team. And so let's try to, learn from that, get better from that. And honestly, it's all about enjoying the game, too, having fun.
And as you mentioned, barring some late-game heroics by North, Kapaun will now move to 13-1. And that's a 13-game win streak if you've been paying attention this season, as Kapaun's only loss was in the season opener to Mays, the reigning 5A state champions for basketball. And, I don't want to make excuses for Kapaun, but that was a pretty quick turnaround from football to basketball, so Eck didn't really have a whole lot of time to implement his system. But as soon as you got that system implemented, it was pretty obvious from the get-go that it's working, and it's working well.
Yeah, and excuse me, in the long run, one loss won't matter that much, in the postseason rankings.
And that will be a missed shot there by Rogers as he comes back into the game. And now Carrion unable to get that steal. Now Corbin Johnson gets the Will Thingwall, able to give her on the layup. As gives him his second basket. And now ball will be called out on Will Thingvall, and North will have it under their own basket. And North is going to call a timeout. Their third of the game. They'll have 2 remaining. Nice little 30-second timeout.
I don't know. Try and draw up a play here.
Maybe. Yeah, it's a nice little inbound play. Maybe, I mean, there's an opportunity, you know, Kapaun, as you said, is a very good team, you know, able to practice, maybe something you've been drawing up in practice, sorry, to in a real game scenario. So, I don't know. Maybe that's good.
Yeah, and with only 17 seconds, we'll either quick shot right away or, last shot.
We'll see. As now, looks like Di will inbound. And it's stolen by Bodalian. So not quite, I think, what they drew up, but nonetheless, Kapaun gets another steal. And now they have a chance with under 5 seconds now to put up a shot and potentially get a last-second basket. That will not happen as Jacob also comes up with a steal, puts up a half-court shot. That will be no good. Off the backboard. That ends the third quarter with a score of 55-26. Again, can't be too unhappy with that if you're a Kapaun Mt. Carmel Crusader.
Yeah, and same score or difference as at the end of a second quarter, 29 points. If I did math right, yeah.
Yeah.
29 points.
So, yeah. By my count. I didn't do too well on my intro to calc test today, so.
That's okay.
I don't know.
I mean, calc is hard. I'm in it right now. It's a tough course.
I know. It's just, I don't know. But I do know that is a 29-point differential, and Kapaun is doing a great job in this game. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that. And so, heading into these final stages, I mean, I'm anticipating we see a lot more the JV guys coming up, getting some game time action. My personal favorite, I like to see Nathan Wagan get some playing time.
Nathan Wagan can play.
He's a good player. I'm excited to see what he can do next year when he gets a lot more playing time. Now Wassel will take the inbound, give it to Bailey as Bailey checks back into the game for North. And Will Ancio and Henry Thingvall will also check back in along with Isaac Smits and Luke Porter. Dominic Shibley, the only person to stay out on the floor. We'll see what they can do. And now Bailey does some acrobatics for kicking it back out to Di. And now Wassel going to be stripped by Porter. Ends up in the hands of Ancio before getting back to Porter. And now Porter looking to slow it down a little bit here. And, we talked about how North may be trying to, drop some plays, practice some in in-game situations. I think Kapaun's doing the same thing. Maybe they've been working on a new offensive set or something like that. And they want to see how it works against an actual team. Now inside pass gets to Ancio. Ancio, nice footwork, gets him a hook shot. That gives him 10 on the evening. As he is still perfect from the floor tonight, 5 of 5. So
pretty impressive there.
Pretty impressive. As now Carrion, excuse me, is going to miss a three-pointer. That rebound goes to Isaac Smits. Now Smits tries to get it to Porter, but that'll be stolen. And Porter going to be called for the foul. And that will be Porter's second personal. Team foul number 6. So Kapaun is on the edge of that bonus. Not that, it would help North too much, but not something you want to be giving up that easy.
Especially just those silly fouls like right there with Porter. Just unnecessary things.
And the entire 4 substitution for KMC now as Corbin Johnson and Nathan Thingvall going to make up the front court. Looks like Maxwell Keller and Bo Dowling going to make up the backcourt, and Tegan Charles is going to round it out at center. So let's see what this a little bit smaller lineup can do. Still got some height on the floor, though. And now Tegan Charles is going to take it for himself. That'll be no good. He missed that layup.
And, young group out here on the court. Well, 2 juniors, not a lot of that varsity experience. 2 sophomores and 1 freshman. So these guys really looking to hustle and, fight for their time, not only for this year, get those minutes, but also next year with 3 seniors leaving. It's going to open up some spots for some of these younger dudes.
And now speaking of that 7th personal foul, there it is. And that puts North into the bonus. Bo Dowling will pick up his first personal. And now that made free throw from Carrion cuts it just to 30 now. The lead is just 30. So, and that cuts it to 29. As Corbin Johnson will bring it up for KMC. Kicks it to Maxwell Keller. Good give and go. Gives Corbin an opportunity. But Corbin will step out of bounds. And now send it the other way.
The pace is kind of slowed down now, just a little bit. Both teams, and it's the end of the game, both teams a little bit tired.
And, I mean, if you're Carmel, you're trying to chew up as much clock as possible. I mean, up big. As Bailey will come off and places Selman, excuse me. And now Wassel tries to walk from the 3-point arc. That'll be no good. Rebound goes to Cheekin Charles. Now Charles gives it to Johnson. Corbin Johnson tries to go up and under. That'll be no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of D. Tretto. Now Corbin Johnson will pick up his 3rd personal, it looks like. And that'll be team foul number 8 for KMC. And there he is. My guy there. Nathan Wagan going to come on.
He's in, number 20.
And it looks like the whole 4 is going to come off now. And it looks like Nathan Wagan and Dylan Hamilton going to make up the front court. Brooks Powers and J.D. Short going to make up J.D. Short and Brooks Powers making the front court. Dylan Hamilton and Nathan Wagan making up the back court. And then, of course, Kyle Kea in at center.
Kyle Kea with a fresh cut.
I like it. I like the fresh cut. I'm not going to lie. Now, inside, that's J.D. Short on the missed layup. And now Short gives on rebound, put it back up. That'll be good.
And Short's been out for, it seems like about a month with a concussion. So great to see him back on the floor.
He's able to make an impact there with that basket. And also into the game for North is Incho and then Moore back in as well, along with Rogers. And that's about it for the North substitutions. And Dylan Hamilton going to get on the board here tonight with a rebound. That'll be a foul on Rogers as well.
And now Paul Bloomer checking in for the Crusaders for J.D. Short.
First time I believe we've seen Paul. No,
we've seen him
once
before. Once or twice.
I think against West we saw him play. And now Nathan Wagan has it. Gets it to Kyle Kea. Kea gets it to Brooks Powers. Powers gets it to Paul Bloomer. Paul Bloomer inside pass to Kea. Kea drives. That'll be no good. Rebounded by Paul Bloomer before being stripped by Brown, who's in for West. He just checked in. Crusader basketball going to be the call. As J.D. Short now comes in for Dylan Hamilton. Just under a minute 30 left to go in the game. Caping up by 31. J.D. Short gets to Kyle Kea. Kyle Kea looking. Gets it inside to Paul Bloomer. Paul Bloomer back up J.D. Short. J.D. Short for 3. That is no good. Rebounded by Brown. And foul going to be called. That'll be on Kyle Kea. His first personal. Team foul number 9.
Just under a minute left. And Wagan now substituted in for Dylan Hamilton.
And Brown will miss the one-on-one opportunity as Brooke Powers brings it up for KMC. Tries to get to Paul Bloomer, but that will be intercepted by Selman. And now Selman brings it up for North. Kicks it over to Rogers. Back inside to Incho. And now back to Brown. North is kicking around as Selman now kicks a three. That'll be good. Cuts it to within 30. And so let's see what the Crusaders can do here. As out of bounds off the deflection, and that will be the end of the game, it looks like.
And great job by the Cape May Crusaders with a 28-point win. Cape at 59, North High 31. Great effort by both teams.
Just absolutely phenomenal performance. I mean, not much you can point about Cape Mount Carmel. Great game. I mean, all around. I don't know if there's one person that stuck out. I mean, of course, Henry Thingvall, Will Anchio, and Tegan Charles all had great games. And so, that being said, the final score is going to be 59-31. Cape Mount Carmel winning by 28, if I did my math correctly. And that being said, I hope you guys have a great night. And if you're a Cape Mount Carmel student, have a great snow day tomorrow.
Yeah.
And hopefully, everyone gets home safe tonight, and then enjoy your day off tomorrow. So that being said, I'm Gabriel Breinbach.
And I'm Sophia Jamino. Have a good night.